we're here at CF Clinic.
It's not like a huge discouragement, it's just like, it is what it is.
Oh, you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be.
Good morning, guys. It's another early morning and we gotta get to the hospital. We're meeting with Mary's doctor and touching base about where we are with IVs and everything. So we'll see you guys in a bit.
Good morning. I think I'm still asleep.
Alright, we're here at CF Clinic. We met with our doctor first and waiting to do PFTs. I think he might be coming back. I don't know. But do some lung function tests. Yeah, just did blood work in time for Mary to start her vanc, which is it time? Yep. It's time to start that.
Wait, I did flush this, right? After? Did you? Yeah, you did.
I gave you a flush. And then we've just been talking about Mary's symptoms and where we're at, and I think we're gonna continue IVs probably for another week and maybe stop vancomycin a little sooner.
Do you remember how long are the meropenem bubbles good for? Are they good for a week?
It'll say.
Oh, I just threw it away.
Because
yeah, like the home care will send it to us.
Yeah, if they send it to us on Wednesday.
Well, but we don't want to be held up.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday. I don't know how long they last. They might last longer.
Details about traveling with IVs.
Yeah, because we're
We'll see
ready
how
to
that
go
goes.
buy a house next week, so we'll have to figure out those details. But
like yesterday was significantly better.
yeah.
My lung pain is gone.
Yeah.
I think. So that's huge. So helpful. Yeah, yesterday was a lot better.
And so far this morning has been kind of normal morning, but I feel like it's hasn't been the rough day. The vlog like 2 days ago where Mary was like, it's been a rough day. She like said it like five times. I was kind of laughing. I felt bad laughing.
No, you're allowed to laugh.
While I was editing that, because I was like, didn't she already say it was a rough day? It was multiple times, but the truth is it was a rough day. There were a couple rough days this past week, but we feel like the last couple days, or yesterday and potentially today, are a little better. So I mean, we're thankful for that and just kind of keep on going. We switched to meropenem a week ago, so I think we're thinking give that a full 2 weeks until we stop IVs, because sometimes we don't see like a ton of improvement until Mary comes off of IVs, but we want to try to make sure we get the full benefit of them before we stop. So that's where we're at. PFTs and we'll switch to me while Mary spits out some mucus into the specimen cup. PFTs are down a little bit, basically to where they were 2 times ago before we started IVs? Yeah, before we started IVs. Oh, you okay? I mean, in some ways that kind of makes sense with how Mary was feeling a couple of days ago. I was kind of hoping that they would be up a little bit from.
I do not want to know what they were 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah.
On the rough day.
And I think we have to acknowledge that PFT on any given day might be different. You know, it might be a worse day for our lungs or a better day, but we're gonna keep on going, and that's where we're at. Okay, last thing before we leave clinic is I'm working on the vlog for today, and Mary is actually finishing. This is the last visit of the hearing research study that she's been doing. So she's gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on this. He's gonna hang out, and then we'll be out of here. All right, we've been here for a while now.
2.5 hours. Can you even do this?
Yeah, you hold the camera.
I'm getting ready to do the 3rd research study today. I was in the hearing test study, which I finished today. Whew. And then my IV is too tight on the cap. It may be the wrapper here. Has some grip.
I don't know if that's gonna help.
Come in. Okay, so my Vink level is actually getting too high now. So we are, since I've already been on it for so long, we're gonna just stop that. And we will continue on the Mirapenem IV and the oral Cipro. I don't even know. Okay, we're leaving. Right. Okay, I don't know what we were saying, but basically I've been on vancomycin since June 28th. So it's had its course. It's done what it's gonna do. We would continue if it was like, okay, so if I had only been on it for a little bit, then we would adjust the dose and keep going. But since I've been on it for so long, it's just time to be done. So that's that. We both, well, Peter got a headache from editing. The light in that room was flickering, and so we both ended up getting a headache and like just feeling like, ugh. So we turned the light out in the I almost said classroom, in the room. We turned the light out, and then anyway, we're glad to be out of that room now. And my blood work, so the vancomycin level was too high, or it's right at too high, and then if I were to continue, then it would be way too high. But anyway, kidneys were still good, and like my whites and ANC dropped a little bit, but I'm still in an okay range. Like, I don't need Neupogen right now, and kidneys, yeah, platelets were fine. So everything's kind of status quo. So yeah, my PFT's dropped a little bit. It's really not, at this point, they're gonna go up a couple percent, they're gonna go down a couple percent. It's not like a huge discouragement. It's just like, it is what it is. I had some really bad days last week. I mean, last Sunday I was in the emergency room with pleurisy pain, and then the days following that, I had other lung pain and fevers and just so much coughing and so much mucus, and like, so I'm not that surprised that my lung function was down. Although today and yesterday are better than those days, so I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. So we're just gonna keep doing everything that we can do. That's that. Okay. Well, okay, so Peter was researching lawnmowers because we're gonna have a yard that, well, we already have a yard, but anyway, we'll need a lawnmower. So he got a battery, like, we joke that it's the Tesla of lawnmowers. So we just drove by the Tesla charging stations, and Peter goes, oh, we got an email that our Tesla is ready. And I was like, wait, what did I say? I was just like,
you went, What?
Well, at first I was like, you're kidding. Obviously, we didn't get a Tesla. And then I realized, well, wait, maybe he ordered us a Tesla. And I was like, what? And then he's like, no.
Our lawnmower.
He's like, no, I mean our lawnmower. I was like, oh. We talk about Tesla because I have this thing in my head that like Tesla's gonna change the world for disability. You good?
Like self-driving cars.
Yeah. Like, well, and one thing that I think is gonna be amazing is handicap parking will, I mean, in my mind, if the car can go park itself and then come pick you up at the door, I wouldn't need to park in a handicap parking spot, therefore leaving it open for somebody else, because I won't have to walk the whole parking lot because it'll drop me off at the door and come pick me up and all of that. And also lots of things, like if you get in a hard coughing fit while you're driving on the highway, it'll just drive for you. That's pretty great. I just think that there's a lot of things that could be amazing for people with disabilities. I mean, even my question is, once these cars are fully self-driving, could somebody with visual impairment drive? That's my question. So, anyway, that was so apparently our Tesla is ready for pickup at Lowe's, because Lowe's sells lawnmowers, not Teslas.
Hey guys, welcome home. It was a long day at clinic today, and on our way home we stopped and got a little bit of food, and then came home and we worked on some online store stuff, and then both crashed. We took a nap this afternoon, which we hardly ever do, but I was exhausted from this weekend. It was a busy weekend at church, and then we had this early morning today, and so being on IVs for a month, I wouldn't say that we don't get sleep, but when your sleep gets interrupted, you don't sleep as soundly. So like even last night, I was so tired. Mary's IV wasn't finished, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna either fight falling asleep and fall asleep and miss her IV finishing, or I just go to sleep and set an alarm. So that's what I ended up doing, and woke up and unhooked her IV. But anyways, after a month of that, we're both a little exhausted. So that was our day today. Not much else to report besides we're down to one IV, just meropenem, and then she's on her oral Cipro as well. But that does simplify things a little bit, which is nice, and hopefully the meropenem can continue to hopefully do something for her lungs. And we're gearing up to go on a trip here in a couple of days, so yeah, our house is a little bit of a disaster right now, so I'm hoping tomorrow can be kind of a regroup and pack, clean, all the things. Thanks for tuning in today, guys, and as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. And good night, YouTube.